Can you imagine them coming to Jesus? We've been watching you day after day, and will you teach us that? This is something that has to be passed down. Will you pass that on to us? Will you show us how to connect with the Father? Because we just don't know how. And my challenge has been, maybe we feel that way. Prayer is not this simple 1-2 formula. It is an overwhelming connection that is in depth. And it's the main reasons why our marriages fail, because we don't know how, or we're not doing it, or we're not doing what we know. And that's why problems happen in churches, because either we don't know how, or we are doing the things we're not supposed to be doing, or, you know what I mean. And so, miscommunication, misunderstandings, non-communication, you name it, all those things get us in trouble. To every gift has a lot of potential for God to do great things. But with every gift also comes great danger, because the devil can use it too. You know? And that's why we live in such a fallen world. That is why prayer is so crucial. We have churches filled with the Word of God all over the country and are powerless. It is not cut the Word out and get prayer and you got power. It's not the point. It's both. I've been in many churches that did not have prayer. I've been in thousands of churches that did not have prayer. And here's what I mean. It's not enough for a pastor to get up and just pray a prayer and we have a liturgy and we go home. If I've not empowered you to talk to God and to know how to get a hold of heaven, then I have not been a good shepherd. If I've not empowered you to know how to study the Word of God and to know the answers, then I'm not doing my job. In Acts 2:41 through 43, we have basically acknowledged that the church we want to become like, not so much just like in every character. There's culture things different. I understand that. But we want to become like the New Testament church in the spirit of it, in the heart of it, and in the motive of it. It says, those who accepted his message were baptized, and about 3,000 were added to their number that day. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship and the breaking of bread and to prayer. So we asked the question last week, who are they? It says they. They. So who's they? Well, as we know, about 3,000 plus 120 in the upper room. So that's who they were. Now, what were they? They were devoted. Dictionary on devoted means this. It means a zealous or ardent in attachment, loyalty, affection, like a devoted friend. Faithful, constant, devout. They were devoted. Okay, what were they devoted to? Well, the Bible says the apostles' teaching. Break that down. Teachings of Christ. The Word of God. They were devoted to the Word of God. They were devoted to fellowship. What does that mean? That's not just biscuits and gravy and potluck dinners. That is fellowship with one another, to God and one another. They were devoted to communion and the things of God, breaking bread, spending time together, and applying the things of God in their lives. And they were devoted to prayer, which means communication with God and with God's people, one another. Now,